Hello, virtual village hallers. I hope you're ready for 30 minutes of mindful standing or seated exercise with me. It's Pilates inspired. It's very mindful, so we try and really get into how we're feeling as we do this. I'm feeling quite warm. It's quite a warm day here, so I've got my drink of water ready. I hope you've got something ready for you, especially if it's warm where you are. Bring yourself to either standing or sitting, your legs a little bit wider. Don't forget to give me hello either now or at the end or during. You might well take a little break. It's all good. You're allowed to. Hello, Irene. Lovely to see you. I'll positively encourage it if you're feeling a bit tired or you just need to sit out and exercise. It's okay. So spread your feet out. You can see my legs. They're about as wide as my shoulders. Soften the knees. Don't need to have really straight legs or to hang right back in the knee joints. Just soft. Standing up, sitting up. Place your hands just together. Rest your hands against your chest. We're going to breathe into a soft belly. You know, I love a soft belly to start the class. So when we breathe into a soft belly, it just means that your diaphragm muscle here has room to move down. That's what makes your belly swell. So let's go for it. And as you breathe out, feel your belly pull back. So as you breathe in, you feel it swell. And then you feel that swelling come up here as well into your ribs. Your lungs get a bit more room to breathe, and as you blow that away, just feeling everything come back. This time as we breathe in, push the hands up. And breathing out, take them out to the sides and round. And together, pushing up and out. You'll see my arms are soft. We're not trying to go to our maximum. We're just trying to get a soft outward circular motion. And although you're looking at me for the front, it's all going at the back. It's all for those shoulder blades, the shoulder girdle. Timing it with your breath, not my breath. Follow your own. Last one like this. Pause when your hands next come together, and then the hands go down, breathe in. And as soon as they touch, start that breath out. Breathing in as they come round. My arms have got a little bit wider, yours don't have to. And then your hands just part when they have to. They go downwards as far as they can together. So let's see how far I can take mine down. Oh, about there. And then they just want to part. I'm going for a slightly deeper breath. Feels like I need it for this one. Last one like this. Let your arms come down, bringing your feet in, whether you are sitting in the chair or you are standing on your floor, on your mat. Look down and imagine a paperback book or a floorboard, just something small to go between that gap. You want your feet parallel, so they're not going out to the sides or inwards. Whichever is your tendency, we're just trying to put them into this straight position for the moment. Right from here, give the back of your head a little tap. So that just gives you a little tingle, just tapping there, to take your head back with that little buzzy feeling. Give you a few extra chins. Send the crown of your head upwards. So I like to imagine I put a crown on and the points of my fingers are the points of the crown. Send it up. Feel this length here. It's also going on at the back. You also get a bit of tension across the belly that we didn't have before when our bellies were soft. We're going to use it. So use that tension to just facilitate this movement. The low spine, the lumbar, just tilting under and coming back the other way. Pelvic tilts. But they're just for this low part of the back. This is the bit for the change. I'm not trying to change here. Just this bit here. You can see it, I've got a shorter top here. And it's really happening below this hemline here. And you might find this is the good place for you, You might find this is the good place for you. If you have lower back pain, it's often this, but you know, we're all different. And then make that movement smaller. Keep this tension going to power it. Keep your bottom relaxed. And then find that Goldilocks spot. For me, it's a little bit of a tuck under. That feels just right. Right from here, I'm thinking of my head going back against that wall again, checking my feet are parallel. Now I'm going to start turning my head. Nothing else turns. It's just pivoting and turning my head around right on the top of my neck. So I'm not even turning my head like that. I'm just imagining my eyes are following a track around the room and the height doesn't change. Next one's different. I'm going to turn and just bow at the furthest point. Turning again, taking the tip of my nose down. Like a little tiny bow, but with a long neck. One more each side. Can't remember which side I started on, so I'll just go this side. Back to the center. Take the tip of your nose down. And now a neck roll. Now I like these on, I would say, just a little bit bigger than a semicircle. Some people like to go full circle and go right round. I don't like it so much, but some people love it. I think, oh, that's my furthest. Go with what feels good. Best guidance for the neck. To me, this feels like, oh, that's a nice sort of stretch. If you want a different neck roll, go with it. And then bring your head upwards. Start some shoulder rolls. Use your breath. Breathing in as they come up. Out as they go back. So I'm breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. Oh, I've seen some more names just come up. In through my nose and out through my mouth, but you can do it all through your nose. So I think I see Jean. Hello, Jean. Nice to have you here. Hope you're all feeling well today. Warmer weather is nice for the joints if you have warmer weather where you are, but you know, the heat can be a little much to deal with as well. Puffy feet, things like that, changes in your blood pressure. It's very sort of, this country, we're obsessed with its effects. Right, last one. And then take your feet a little wider. Think, particularly if you're standing, just about moving from the waist. Take your hands, imagine that we've got our hands on a table, and on that table, it's one of those tables, it's like got an edge all the way around it, like used for children. It's filled with warm water, and we're just swishing our hands in that water, and you're rotating from here. So this isn't going, just from here. Again, look at my top. See the bit that's moving. I'm really working hard not to let the other bits move. Keep those fingers really soft. Keep your knees soft. And then we can start to make it bigger. So now you can start to lift your back heel up. Same if you're sitting. You do have the back of the chair to think about if you're sitting, but what you can do if you're sitting, so you don't crash into the chair like that, is use the chair just to hold on to, so you get this flow as you rotate, and then something to grab. That leg helps as well. And starting to look behind you. And you can even let the arms fall onto the body, if that feels good. And then bring it to the center. Coming in, so your feet are coming together. Think of that paperback book between the feet again. Heel raises. Nothing's happening above here. It's all below this level. So we're trying not to go from side to side. If you're sitting, the chair really helps with this, gives you that stability. If you're standing, create some stability here. So I'm trying not to do that. Trying to keep it really central. Trying to keep my head in the same place. So I definitely keep my knees soft. And then we're going to start bringing that leg up a little. Now, if you are sitting, you've already got 90-degree bend in your leg. So just coming up to the tip of your toe, maybe a little higher if you want. It's pretty strong here. And then with that, we're going to take our arms out. It will help with the balance. You can hold on to something. If you want to challenge yourself, imagine, coming a bit closer, imagine a piano in front of you, just moving those arms in and out. And you're just challenging your balance. Now the weight does shift as you start to lift that leg up, but you're trying to keep it minimal. That transfer from one foot to the other. Well done. You might even try a little bit of out to the side. See if I can get the piano playing hands. And if you are sitting, just the same. Have that foot just gliding across the floor. And if the arms are too much, you can always rest them down here and just concentrate on that leg opening movement. The knee goes above the ankle. I always think of this as your leg opening like a gate, and the hinge is here, this hip joint. Couple more each side. Let's see if we can get one here. And one here. Bring it down. Let's take the legs a little wider. So if you're standing, softness in your knees. If you're sitting, the wide legs. Imagine a ball between your hands, and we're just going to take it on a sort of infinity figure eight style shape. And letting your body just come over, twisting with it. And then bring it into the center. Take those legs a little wider. Your back is straight. Imagine that ball in your hand, taking it overhead. And then just rolling over at the top of the spine, passing that imaginary ball to the other hand and coming over this way. And then taking it down at the top, swapping over to the other side. One more each way. There's quite a bit of balance in this one as well. And then take yourself to the center. You can use your hands on your thighs here just to roll yourself upwards. Walk the feet in. And then we're going to go into roll downs. So you can do a traditional roll down with the head coming down the body, but you can also do a hip hinge style roll down when you keep the back straighter. So for that, my legs are as wide as my mat at the moment. Soft bend here. You can do this sitting as well. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Send the bottom back. So imagine here there's a stick from right here to the back of my head. So I'm not rounding or sticking my bottom out. It's just straight. So if I show you that again, send the bottom back. My knees aren't very bent. Now tuck your bottom under. And see that ripple spread up all the way until my head has to bow over. And my legs already starting to straighten. I'll do one more. Sending that bottom back. Tucking it under. And I'm really pulling everything back here, letting that ripple spread upwards. Sitting down. Wider legs, hinging forwards. Tucking the bottom under here on the chair. And you can see my back starts to come upright. This is really nice if you've got osteopenia, osteoporosis, anything which is compromising your spine. And you've been told not to do the sort of rolling down and pulling up that way, too much weight on the spine. This is a really nice way to get that mobility into the spine without the load, the weight. Last one like this. And then maybe have a drink and meet me down on the mat, or it could be on the bed. You might have been doing this, I normally say at the beginning, you can do this on a bed. So let's take the camera down. Take my little planner and clock down. We are going to be lying down. You might want a cushion. It's always nice to be comfortable. I'm just going to have a little sip of drink before I get there. And we're going on our backs with our legs bent. And then just spend a bit of time rolling, swaying, settling yourself into the surface so you can move your feet around a little bit. I don't normally find my shoulders need the movement. It's this area, my pelvis, my back, it just needs to settle down, but wherever you need it. And then bring the knees and the feet in. I'm going to pop the hands here, but you could also have them here. Take your heels out to the sides and your toes forwards. From this position, we've got our head on the back of the floor, backs of our shoulders, back ribs and some of our spine. But here, there's a little tiny gap. So not all the spine is down. If you've got a sway back, you'll have a bigger arch here. Almost be that you could put a hand, or you can put your hand right under. If you've got very flat back here, it might already be on the floor. So if that's your natural position, that's okay, just not pressing down. And then we come to pelvis, so the sacrum, this sort of flat bit of the bottom, that's down, and my feet are down. Right, we're going to do some pelvic tilts with some breath work. First, put a bit of tension across here. So imagine a cold breeze has just blown right across here. And just tighten that area. I find it helps just to stroke it with my hand. Now, you can't take your breath into the belly. You've got to take it here and into your back. As you breathe out, roll your pelvis towards you. So pubic bone comes towards nose. Now your lower back is more into the floor. If you had that sway, very arched back, it takes a lot of tucking under to get that contact. If you already had your back very close to the floor, tuck under more here, because that back's easier to get down. As you breathe in, let it roll away. Keep this tension. Breathing out, pelvis tilts towards you. Breathing in, it rocks away. Breathing out, it rolls towards you. Bottom relaxed. You might feel a little pressure through your feet. One more. And then let it roll away. Place your arms down by your sides. Breath in, just the same. So have that tension on your belly. As you breathe out, peel that heel up. Bring your leg up to tabletop. That's just that 90 degree. And then taking it down, breathing in. Breathing out, take the other leg to tabletop. Just hold it there, your knee is directly above the hip joint. And then taking it down, breathing in. Peel the heel on the other foot. And then the toes are last to come up. Hold it there. And then take that toe down first. Take your time. Watch that tension isn't creeping here. If you like, you could spread out the more. That will give you more stability. We're going to do one more each side. If your arms come closer, it gives you less stability. You get more wobbly. We're going to do something different after this one, but almost the same. And if you find you're getting cramp, give your foot a little wiggle. That's it. Right, now take a leg up, same side hand, press against your front thigh, take a breath in. As you breathe out, press your hand to your thigh and your thigh to your hand, so as much effort as you can get. Feel your belly go tighter. Breathe in again. Breathe out, let it float down, and that arm floats down. Oh, suddenly it feels really light. Breath in. Breath out, other leg comes up to tabletop, hand on the thigh. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, apply that pressure both ways. It's like you just put the brakes on, your brake pads on a bike. Breath in. Breathing out, take them down. Let the legs just have a little sway. Suddenly they feel super light. They're really heavy in the air. They go really firm. And then let them just be light for a moment. Take your legs together. Let them just float outwards. Let your arms come outwards. Perfect. And then bring them back. Right, next, we're going to go up again. So bring that leg up to tabletop. And keep that leg there. Take the other toe up and down. So you're just bringing that heel up and down. As you do it, notice what's happening here. Does it feel like you're suddenly trying to pop off the floor? Is this trying to do that? Or tip you away? You have to work harder to keep it down. So you just start to take your foot off the floor, but hold this one still. Concentrate on this leg and take it down. Give a little sway, little softness. Same again, but the other leg. Breath in. Breathe it out. Keeping that one up to tabletop. And now this one, just bringing that heel up and down. Concentrate on this leg. Keep it still. Keep it steady. Now, if you're feeling brave, just taking that foot just off the floor. If it's too much, stay that heel raise. If you want more support, put your arms out in that T. Watch that happening. So it's like you're trying to feel there's almost like heavy weight on here, holding you down. Take that down. And then we're going to take another leg up. This one's coming up. Breath in. And then we're going to start swapping over. Just tapping a toe on the floor. Guess what? It's called toe taps. Last couple. Take it down. Take the arms out to the side, legs together. Just let them sway gently, keeping as much of your shoulders and your ribs on the floor as you can. So we're just trying to get sort of this, from this point, our high waist downwards, trying to get that to twist. So you can see my feet, we start rolling onto the sides of the feet. You can also start to extend the top leg when you get over there. That makes things heavier. So if that's too much, just stick to the legs together. It might be like that stretch. That leg really adds quite a lot more weight and load. And then bring your arms down your sides, let your legs just go a little distance apart. If you've got anything under your head, we normally take it out for this next move because we're going into a bridge. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, start that pelvic tilt just like we did before, but this time press into your feet and come a little higher. You might get a bit more of a glute squeeze this time because we're coming up. And then rolling your spine downwards to the floor. So that was like a little mini one. This time, take it as high as you want to go. Creep those hands downwards. It feels like your shoulders really nice, secure, traveling down, not coming up to your ears. Breath in. So tuck your bottom under, rolling up. Hold it there. Creep those fingers down a bit further if you want to. And then get ready to take it down. Melting downwards, bone by bone, or each bit of the spine getting stretched. Keep that bottom tucked under as long as you can. And then stretch one leg away, nice long, and then flatten that foot, lengthen it, bring it back. Other side, lengthen, pull it back, lengthen, bring it back. We're going up again. Tucking under, making our way up. This time, arms, so you could do this. You can take all your arms just up. I'm going to go back and I'm going to let them get a bit wider so they can reach the floor. If they don't reach the floor, you can let them hover, or that might be more comfortable. holding it there. Don't lose your height. So just get to the height you want to. A bit more of a stretch. And then I'm going to come down, keeping my bottom tucked under. Some more of a stretch on the spine, this one. And now bring the arms down. Stretch a leg away. Flex that toe or the toes, thinking of the big toe, like you're doing a footprint on the wall opposite. And then bring that leg back. Stretch it long, flex the foot. Bring it back. And we're going to roll over onto our side. So at this point, you might want a cushion. I've got a cushion, that's what I was pointing to. Just so you might want a cushion under your head. I'm just going to use my arm. You can see my legs are in this sort of triangle shape, and I'm trying to be right on the edge so that I feel like I can roll forwards. I want to be really on the side of myself. If you find this uncomfortable on your side, I recommend a pillow, like a bed pillow. And put that right under, especially if you've got painful hips. I'm on 2 mats here and a rug, so I like quite a lot of cushioning. Now we're going to straighten this top leg. Long. So lengthen the foot and put your hand on the side of your leg. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to slide that foot downwards as if you're trying to go down a pocket. You can even lift your head up and then take it down. Give it a bend. Just rest for a second. And then lengthen that leg. Push the hip down a little. You'll feel this part of your waist might come off the floor a bit. Think of those fingers sliding down the leg like they're going into a side pocket. Breath in. And as you breathe out, creep those fingers down more. Maybe coming up. That leg might come up a little. Take it down. Bend the leg. One more like this. Straighten that leg. That might just be enough. Creep the fingers down if you want more. Breath in. And if you want more, just bring the leg up, bring the head up a little, and then bring it down. And we're going to roll over to the other side. Now I'm going to roll the other way round so you can still see me. So get yourself in line. Remember that comfy cushion. I can show you what I mean. I've got a big cushion here. And you could completely get everything really super comfortable on that. So you can see, I've got everything nicely cushioned there. That is comfortable. Got my triangle leg of support. Long line going on here for this long leg. Right, now lift the leg off the ground. Put your hand down the side like it's sliding into a pocket. That can be enough lifting the leg. Next thing to do, breath in. Trying to creep those fingers down. See if you can lift maybe your head a little, maybe more. Breathing out. Breathing in, take it down. Just bend the leg, have a moment's rest. And then straighten that top leg. Get ready. Creep the fingers down or take your breath in. Coming up. Seeing how far down I can go. Have a moment's rest. Straighten that top leg, thinking the hip pushing away. So even this time I can't feel my waist coming away. There's a squishy cushion in the way, but I can feel that sort of tightness happening here. Definite tension here. Right, slide the hand down, breath in. Breath out, here we go. I think this is the last one though. Coming down. Bend the leg and push yourself up. I'm going to take the cushion behind me and use it for a little cushioning for this next position. Taking your legs as far wide as they comfortably go, and if they're like this, that's fine. Mine don't go super wide. Some people take them much wider. It just depends quite a lot on how your thigh bones go into your pelvis. So in this position, You can see my feet are coming back towards me. I'm just checking. They look quite clean. And then imagine you've got a big wooden spoon and a massive stirring pot. Keep your sitting bones on your cushion, on your mat. And you could do this off the edge of your bed with your feet on the floor and your legs wide. My back isn't bending. I'm trying to keep it straight. I'm trying to hinge forwards, get all the feels all down the inside. Which way am I going? That way. Still breathing. And then take it the other way. You might even find that you want to lean back a little, but trying to keep your sitting bones heavy. They definitely will feel heavier as you come forwards, but trying to keep some contact here as well. Not letting that roll off like that, keeping it down. Last one. And then bring your legs to somewhere comfortable. So you might cross them, bend them, whatever you like. And then we'll just round a little and push forwards. Round, pushing forwards. One more, rounding back. Can be a very gentle curve, or you can really make it a curly shape on your spine, so it's a really curly C shape. Pushing forwards just so you're sitting upright, hands out to the side, breath in. Look up to your fingers and bring your hands into your chest. Give yourselves a clap. I hope you enjoyed that 30 minutes of stretchy, I say gentle, some of it wasn't so gentle in that sideline, one's quite strong, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Felt good. Strong bodies, that's what we need. I shall see you again next week. Have a good week, everybody.